My name's John Wright. You know what? I'm just sitting right here at my motorhome. It's raining out right now. I just turned the music down, and I'll tell you what. I, I could really tell that when I pray, things are really happening. And in the past, I was actually scared. I used to say to the Holy Father, I pray and stuff, and I just say, "What's next?" Like I'm on a mission. I will tell you that just right now. I'm on a mission. Matter of fact, I'm going to walk. This is unscripted. This is always unscripted what I do. So, since it is unscripted, I know that I have left a um, clipboard out here with names on it. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to step outside here and grab the clipboard because the clipboard should be right here where I can find it, I would hope. Yeah. Just like I said, because I always say what I do and I do what I say. And that's exactly what I do, and I do it all the time. I was going to do something with, move my camera around, put a little block of wood so I can flip it up, turn that angle, then turn it around and turn it like this, real cheap, like real cheap goddamn bastard I am. Boy, I tell you, I've got so many stories that I could tell you about. The Johnny Wallingford story, the Nikki Wallingford story, her mother, that was a little boy, that was her mom, and she's still alive, I hope, and I hope she's doing well. I took him a Christmas tree one year and a turkey, and the man, that Fred ended up being a friend of mine too, though, but he had thrown Nicole and left Johnny at my house and threw the turkey in the near the curb of the road right there. They went and retrieved the turkey. I think they ultimately took it home and cooked it. Nicole Wright, she came up the stairway when there was that big flood in Lewis County, Washington. She goes, come and said, "Uncle John, there's a flood over there." And I said, "There's a flood over there? There's a flood over there." And I said, "Really? Over there?" And she goes, "Over there." And I said, "Really?" I said, I prayed that something would happen over there. Like, I prayed that the wrath of God would be poured out over on Wendy's because I've been treated so horrible. And I made it in the things. I'm not going to sit here and make up goddamn stories now. I don't have to. The Janet Noyes, she's a really nice person and stuff. You know what? I think she's a really nice person. She's heavy and set. She's a friend of Kathy's, and I hope Janet Scott is doing well. The Amy Wright story, 7/7/77. She weighed 7 pounds 7 ounces. And in the newspaper, it also said in the Morton Journal, there might be a name change in her name, Amy, whatever it was, and she might turn it into like a 7-letter name. And you know what's something about this Amy Marie? You know who was she married to? Guess what? Amy Marie Presley. Because Elvis Presley has a daughter named Amy Marie Presley. But anyway, I thought that was something that she married a Presley because you know what? They want to marry stardom. They want to be a star no matter what because my dad was D.B. Cooper. I didn't know about it. And I'll tell you another thing about this whole D.B. Cooper thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, wait a second. A, B, C, D. We'll take D.B. out of it. What letters do you have left? A, C. My dad was D.B. Donald Trump is A, C. And you know what I figured out? I think I'm somebody's son from the Holy One that's in heaven. Here, my dad was George Wright. My Holy Father's my Holy Father that's in heaven. And you know what? When I pray and when people fucking piss me off, bad things goddamn happen. And boy, I'll tell you what, my ex-wife down in Lewis County, Washington knows it because when that flood happened down there, You know, I called the radio station because I thought it was pretty goddamn funny that the fucking flood happened because everybody fucking pissed me off. The truth. I'm telling you the fucking truth. And I don't I cuss because it's so, wow, you wouldn't goddamn believe this one or that one, you know. But that flood happened. It just goddamn happened. My mom was in a rage because she comes upstairs. You prayed for that to happen and all this stuff, and I just sat there and says, "Wow, I goddamn fucking they pissed me off. I goddamn, you know, I just fucking prayed. I didn't pray that it fucking goddamn flood over there, I guess, but I prayed that the Holy Father's wrath would be poured out upon him, just like now I pray that Donald Trump gets it. And by the way, look at Donald Trump. He's got it. Pie in the face. It's time for him. This guy here, he's your goddamn Antichrist. Wake up and fucking smell the coffee and drink. Maxwell House coffee's really good, but I like Folgers also. Folgers kicks ass. It comes in a red can. But that should not confuse you with the Republican Party. And I'll say this about Republican parties. If they're so goddamn happy and upright and stuff like this, why don't they fucking hold a red goddamn pin like I do? Like I have the force of the Holy Father in my hand right here. Because I will write red pin. You know why? I will tell you right now. The Holy Father gives me the authority to do so. Guess what? My Father in heaven who has sent me. I guess I have arrived. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who my dad was. I didn't know who the Zodiac Killer was. And this family has betrayed me. The law enforcement community has betrayed me. Hey, you know what? I've paid all my goddamn bills. I've paid all my goddamn taxes. I've had my goddamn businesses fucking stolen from me. Awesome Connections, the fucking dating service, they stole my goddamn business. I think they owe me everything. I got a business license in Washington State right there at the goddamn fucking Department of Illinois. I own that goddamn business. They stole that motherfucking business from me after the law enforcement came into my goddamn house. They fucking stole my son. And by the way, I pray against every goddamn law enforcement officer that's dirty. I hope you and your fucking whole family that's goddamn dirty fucking dies. You know why? What you've done to me, my family, my friend, and I'll tell you what, the Holy Father in heaven is my Father, and you can get fucked as far as I'm concerned. I fucking got up and goddamn worked every day of my fucking life. One way or another, I paid for my goddamn fucking coffee. I paid for my fucking rent. I've paid for my fucking homes. I've paid for other people's fucking homes. I had a goddamn fucking billion-dollar fucking goddamn gold mine ripped off from me in Elko, Nevada, Freeport Gold McMoran. You're on goddamn notice. I hope every fucking employee of yours that's connected to fucking ripping me off fucking dies of cancer, the worst goddamn kind. I am so fucking sick of people fucking ripping me off. My Father in heaven. My God. Here I fucking thought that I was Satan. I goddamn did. This fucking whole goddamn thing that's been set up upon me. The Father in heaven is my witness. I've told the truth. And by the way, it's like Nineveh. I had to come forward. If I didn't come forward, the Holy Father may have held it against me. And by the way, everything and every bad system that I have has been alleviated from me. And it's dumped right on Donald Trump. It's dumped on every goddamn fucking red little goddamn tomato that thinks that they're out of place, special, fucking whatever their fucking twisted mind is. The cops don't dare come here. Why? Their fucking lives are in danger now because I pray now against them. And I'll tell you what, I went off so goddamn hard here in this motorhome last night. The Holy Father had come upon me. I cannot tell you how fucking bad the Holy God is mad on humanity. The Holy God in heaven is totally fucking mad on this whole goddamn humanity. Why? Treat each other like you goddamn love each other. You treat each other like you goddamn love each other, like your life counts on it. You know why? Because it does. The words that you speak from this moment on, that you read this and you hear this, I want you to know, my son told me these words and it rang fucking clear to me last night. It's not what goes in your mouth that will condemn you. It's what goes out of your mouth that will condemn you. I wave to every person coming in and out of town that fucking looks this way. Why? Because they see what's going on. Why? There's silence, and silence is goddamn golden when there's unity involved in it. But silence isn't gold when it's suppressed by a bunch of fucking people like Donald Trump and these red Republican law officers that's running around thinking that they're goddamn celebrities like Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump sitting there being asked, do you think you're a celebrity? And he goes, yes, I do. Do I think I'm a fucking celebrity? Well, I don't know. Inside the bowling alleys and stuff like that, they seem to think I'm a goddamn celebrity, and I never even tried. I have more celebrity, I guess, in my little pinky than Mr. Trump has in his little fucking dick that I hear is about that big from Stormy Daniels. And matter of fact, Miss Daniels is a very, very classical woman that's been abused, and her in heaven will have a greater spot than most people, as far as I would be concerned. As far as I can be concerned. Anybody that wants to put down a woman that actually treats a man nice, you know, whether he has money or not, a woman will treat a man nice. It's nice to treat a woman nice for doing such great things for men. And like, Mr. Trump, you've offended all the women. We knew you were a snake when you came in. We knew you were a snake when you started saying we knew you were a snake when we came in and all that bullshit. Mr. Trump, you're fucking gonna burn in hell. And I'm here to tell you, George L. Wright's son fired you a few weeks ago, and I've been assured by the Holy Father last night when he went off on me over you, over the whole goddamn thing that's happened here in the United States. I really pity. I'll say this, I've never called a person a fool in my life because I didn't think I have the authority to. But I'll look at anyone in the goddamn world and tell them, I pity the fool that even thinks against me or against the Holy Father in heaven, because your days are goddamn numbered. There's not much more I can say to it. I don't even want to be, you know what? I'd love to be the governor, you know why? I'd hire somebody to be doing that job, and I'd come in and say what the fuck's going on. And I'd goddamn walk, and I'd talk, and I'd kick goddamn asses, and if there was a fucking problem, you're coming through my goddamn office, you're not coming through his. He might see you through a glass window getting goddamn your ass chewed out. But I goddamn guarantee you, you will fucking meet me and you won't find my fucking hired hand waiting for your ass when you get goddamn called to my goddamn office. And by the way, I do want that office over there. Right there, that governor's office here in Washington State. You know why? Well, just what? I'm just going to pray for it. I'm not going to go. I don't think I have to go down there and sign the goddamn papers or not. It might just come up unanimous. And if it doesn't happen, oh, by the way, you can go fuck yourself. You know why? I'm going to keep praying. and maybe it'll just fucking rain and storm and everything like I witnessed. I witnessed on the TV it said, it won't stop. This is like the winter that wouldn't stop. Why? Because God's anger was on the earth. That God's anger was on the earth. And I tell you, I will tell you, I was down there. I've witnessed so much stuff in my lifetime. I've got stories written up here. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to fucking be developing these here stories, because they're actually going to be chapters, or they're going to be fucking movies. One of the two. But I do know that each and every one of them are true. Like the ring that I found. A ring appeared that was somebody's that became dead. And they said, "Where did you get this ring?" He died with it on. You know, and that would be my stepson, Brian Silcox. The story of the ring is so true. The story of Elizabeth Howard's true. The story of all these here people and all these things is true. You know, I'll tell you what, it's like, have you ever seen that show, Quantum Leap? It's like you keep leaping from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing to another thing. Well, instances where people come into my life and I keep meeting these are people, it's like these different things go on, and I fucking, as soon as it's over, and I move on. I honestly, I don't know exactly how it works. It's like flipping a light switch on and off. And it's, man, I tell you what, things get me goddamn aggravated and pissed off and stuff. And shit can goddamn happen. When it flooded in Lewis County and the cops and my mom and everybody was harassing me and stuff, the things that brought this on. After it fucking flooded, my niece comes upstairs and says, "There's a flood over there. It's flooding over there. Uncle John, there's a flood over there. There's a flood over there. Over there, over there." Yeah, over there, over there. You know, I'm like, over there? You shit me, over there? I mean, Nicole Wright in Lewis County can actually verify these things that I'm saying. And so can other people that probably heard of it. How about me calling up the radio station? I think it was Matt Shannon that I talked to, or somebody. They recorded the call. They played the fucking song. The Little Drummer Boy. But so you know, it happened around Christmas, that great flood that happened in Lewis County, Washington, where the Walmart store was underwater and it was a national event. Well, when I found out, me and my neighbor that went behind my house, Jan, she's got one eye, you can't miss her. 561 Northwest Rhode Island's here. Jan lives right behind the house, right there. She drives a red Cadillac. I think it was her mother's car. Her mother probably passed away by now, but Jan should be sitting there. And Jan, I really did like you, even though you had one eye. You know, she was an attractive woman, nice personality, wonderful person. You know, wonderful person. I walked with her down to the flood. We both walked there together. And we stood there and I jumped up and down. I was so goddamn happy in a way that God Almighty hears people's screams and cries when they're being oppressed. I was just goddamn thankful that everybody was fucking just leveled. You know why? They became goddamn humbled. Such backbiting goddamn bastards that's been around me. Those son of a bitch and backbiting son of a bitches. And you know what? They fucking goddamn paid. And when that happened, honest to God, when I pulled up at the fucking stop sign, there's a stop sign right here's that house. On Rhode Island. Now, check this out. My mom's house, 561 Northwest Rhode Island place. Right there. I stopped at that goddamn parking slot, that parking sign. There was a cop there directing traffic. I rolled down my window. I looked right at him and said, "Get the fucking work." I'm so goddamn sick of these fucking people. The harassment from my goddamn neighbors down there, just like the goddamn harassment from Mr. Wallstead and these other people, they fucking let it, they'll stop for a couple days, and then the goddamn things, they'll start doing it again. And just so happens this guy did it the second that this guy moved in a fucking fifth wheel right here. My sister's daughter and her man that she's with, you know, parked their motorhome or their fifth wheel over here, and this guy decided, well, we can make noise again because there's somebody there and he won't fucking say something. Well, that guy found out I was pissed off. I fucking would have fucking hit his house with goddamn golf balls yesterday. I've prayed against that man across the way. I've prayed against everybody goddamn around me. And even my family members, if they have any goddamn thing against me, the Holy Father is going to be working on them in such a goddamn special way. And I want you to know that Donald Trump's getting the same goddamn treatment. I fucking know because of the fucking what happened here inside my walls last night. I am very strongly saying that. I'm saying it so strong that I walked over and I told Ernie Tobeck today that I was the Son of God, and I don't have no remorse of saying it. And I know that the Holy Father in heaven will not fucking punish me for something that I'm telling him is true. And by the way, Ernie's witnessed things, and all of them, and you know what? My sister Bonnie, by the way that she reacted and stuff, she realized that maybe I finally realized it. And maybe they've been hearing stuff about me, and it hit her like a goddamn ton of bricks, and it's about fucking time it did hit my sister Bonnie Tobeck, just like a ton of fucking bricks. Because why? I'm standing right here telling you guys Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and he is finished. I've told Ernie Tobeck every step of the way, and we called this 100% because why? I told him, Ernie, you would not believe me if I don't show you. I can't tell somebody something, I must show them something. Because why? They would never fucking believed it. Now you can witness these here videos, you can go back in them, but I'm telling you the truth. I feel that I may be judged by saying such harsh things. It's okay. I don't fucking care. I do not care. And by the way, you go ask everybody in Lewis County, Washington. There was a cross that was put on my mother's house at 561 Northwest Rhode Island Street. Every goddamn cop in Lewis County knows. Every fucking person in Lewis County goddamn knows that if you went down there, you seen that fucking great big 7-foot fucking cross by 4 foot, whatever it was. It was a 2x4, and the thing was cut perfect to the thing, and it was wrapped in Christmas lights like this. It looked like it looked beautiful. From a distance up on that house, everybody in the goddamn city could see it. God made me mark that house. My hands bled when I made that cross. I swear to the Holy Father in heaven, and to you that's looking at me, I am telling the truth. They've stole every goddamn thing I have in my life, and I want it all back. My brother Jerry owes me at least $50,000 of money that was taken out of my mother's inheritance, and god damn it, I want it back, and I want his tongue sliced off in a fucking box. That's how the God in heaven wants it. By the way, the God in heaven, his fucking knife goes fucking to and fro, and I'll tell you that right now. Just like I've been telling Ernie. The saw on this fucking motorhome right here, it cuts left just as hard as it cuts right, so I don't give a fuck whether you're a Republican or whether you're a fucking Democrat. If you're fucking dirty, you're on my goddamn list. And the Father in heaven will take care of you. You know why? Because I goddamn told you, because I'm his messenger. Just like Moses was his messenger. Just like Isaac was probably his messenger. Just like Abraham was probably his messenger. Well, now you goddamn heard it from the messenger. I am the Son of God. And by the way, if anybody comes down here and goddamn bothers me, they will fucking pay from the Holy Father in heaven, and it's silence around me, and they goddamn know it. I'm sorry I have to raise my fucking voice, but God Almighty demands it. You know what? Donald Trump is goddamn finale. And I'll tell you that right now. You fucking read the newspapers. And if anybody goddamn bothers me, hex on you, hex on your family, hex on your families, family. 10 times for my God in heaven, my Father in heaven. And have a wonderful fucking life and day. I think the United States government owes me a goddamn bunch of fucking money. Will I ask them for it? I want it goddamn delivered to me. Will they show up with it? I don't know, but I am gonna pray against every goddamn person that owes me, my father, my friends, my family, anybody I love, and if any of them fucking has any hatred towards me, their lives is over. You know why? The Holy Father's protecting me. Get the goddamn drift. Smell it, because I goddamn will tell you. It's the fucking truth. It's documented. There's people that could goddamn tell you the fucking shit that I've been connected to. Am I proud of it? Every bit of goddamn glory that brings to the Holy Father in heaven, I am absolutely proud of it. And for every one of you fucking goddamn people that are against me, against another human being on this here earth, you are condemned to burn in hell. As of this moment, you have been put on fucking notice. I can't goddamn help it. The Holy Father has spoke through me. The Holy Father's word will be done. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm sorry if you fucking make a goddamn mistake and treat your neighbors bad or anything. It will come back upon you. What will condemn you? It's not what you put in your mouth, but it's what will come out of your mouth. If you spew one thing, you know, like Pharaoh wouldn't let Moses' people go. You just goddamn keep it up, and you're going to find out what the Holy Father's going to do to you. You have been warned. America, you're filled with good people. Even the people that's gone astray, they need help. If you have a problem with your brother and your family members, do something about it. Maybe you should make the first step instead of just waiting for it to fester. And I'll tell you what, you saw it here first. If you don't believe me, you look at the bowling alley in Morton, Washington, and the Tube Sock Killers, Mineral, Washington. There's my fucking diary. I've documented everything. The Morton Bowling Alley has a saw on it. You read my messages, you'll find everything. And I'm tired of fucking around. The Holy Father has spoken, and he has spoken through me. And you know what? I'm like the guy that had to go to Nineveh. I had to do it. And whether you fucking like it or not, I'm right here. Donald Trump, you're gone. You're dead. And by the way, your children are fucking marked. You know who they're marked by? The Holy Father in heaven. And I just marked you and your fucking children and every goddamn person that would pull up a gun on someone else. You will rot in fucking hell, and I will be there to fucking make sure you burn. How's that for a goddamn guarantee? From the Holy Father himself to me, directly to you. Have a nice motherfucking day. I'm an American. I will be treated like an American. I don't demand anything from America. But I think the goddamn government owes me my goddamn fucking money, and I think they can figure out how much they owe me from a goddamn gold mine, and my fucking bowling alleys, my fucking dating service, and any goddamn thing else I have in this fucking world that I think of that's on my goddamn mind. It's gonna fucking come down to where they're gonna have to fucking come and settle with this, because I'll have such harsh feelings that bad things happen. Because why? You fucked with the Holy Father's son, the Holy Family's father, the Holy Family's fucking everything. Whatever it is in heaven that you've goddamn pissed off, you guys goddamn did it. I never. Have a nice fucking day. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love America. I love Americans. Look at this. I create hearts and stuff to put out here because why? I love you more than Donald Trump ever fucking could. And you guys have a nice day. I'm telling the truth. I am telling the truth. My name's John Wright and they're not. Bye-bye.